Hey, hello. I wonder who made the delivery here, guys. Somehow have fully blurry camera, but that's nice. Nice little commentary car, indeed. So practice is just about to end. So then we'll have qualifying and 1 hour race for tonight. Don't use that for the race. Just keep it for like solo ride or like mountain roads. Yeah, this will just from the times it will be like two races in a race. Depends to see how consistent are the drivers, of course, but so far it's really like you have the top 6 within 1 second, and then suddenly there's 1.5 second gap, and then a lot of people are really close to each other. Oh, yeah, sure. At least we have the sound this time. the sound of both is working this time, so it's pretty good. Compared to the pre-season. Nice, thank you, guys. Yeah, I even made a few changes to the little tool that I have, just to showcase the driver on board, showing how many laps he has done. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's also the reason I wanted to start a bit earlier than straight to quali or very soon before the race, because like, unlike Barrett, I'm not really used to doing that, so it might be there might be some hiccups. I hope there won't be many, but we're here to show the race. The commentary is just like a bonus, I think, if that counts. And if it's more like a burden, just sorry. I'm sending back to the garage. And actually show your. Where are you guys? I don't know why it's blurry on my it shouldn't be. That's an aggressive shark in the front. Number 99 and teammate. If I can find him. Yay, Erik in number 57. Usually in the Ferrari, because it's a Ferrari. It doesn't show in this one, but it's a Ferrari, and usually it's you have the that's a Brabham. Have the white pipes. Like here we can see. Oh hey Teddy. Hey, qualifying. Why would you want to hit me? You can't do that, you're going through. I'm sorry, it's front of the grid. It's everyone leaving the pits. Yep, good luck everyone for the qualifying. Quali has started. We have several drivers already out. Someone, of course, trying to optimize the time they put on track for the qualifying, and go as soon as it's rain. Some will wait a bit further and a bit longer, and will enjoy some time in the pits and enter the track when it's less populated. You can see here we have the two brothers. So if I find the thing, we have Marcus in the number 10 and Mathias in the number 9. I think. And it even shows differently outside. Okay. So these are the two brothers, Andersson brothers. I just kind of at the last minute, but they were part of they entered late in the 2-liter World Sports Car League, and proved to be pretty good on pace. So I think they will show it again in this league. Alright. I'm still not really used to the controls, so sorry for changing cameras often to find the good one. Andrew being overtaken by KS here. Somehow Andrew not on a pace with the leaders for once, and that's pretty surprising. But as he's usually one of the fastest drivers out there. Yeah, Andrew went back to the pits. So yeah, as you can see, we have quite a nice grade, driving the 4 best cars of the 1967 season. So we have the Brabham, which is in this pack one of the worst, let's say, but the least performant car of the pack, just because it has less power. But it also have the advantage of being the most agile and nimble. So it will come very handy in some tracks or some sections of the tracks. Then we have the Ferrari, driven by Vilez, his teammate Erik at the front, and notably the 2 brothers Anderssons are still almost doing tandem drifting or tandem driving in qualifying. Then we have the Eagles, driven by the fastest today is Mathias, and we also have Edyn, who won the pre-season race in that, but is very much struggling today. No, never mind. Edyn with the 3rd fastest time. Edyn is not struggling, he's just took a bit more time to get up to pace. He's a third driver and another one to join the sub 120 club. Missing the first corner here. And the last car is at least should be the fastest one, but also the most dangerous one to drive. It's a Lotus. We only have 2 of them tonight, I think. It's Akashic and Michael. Akashic is struggling a bit with the way the car handles, despite being one of the very decent drivers as well. Michael somehow is less struggle with it. Just probably doing the same thing as in pre-season. So it took him about like 18 minutes in qualifying to settle up. So he couldn't really made it work until the very last moment, and he qualified very high in the list. The race didn't go as planned, but and again he showed that there is speed in the car. Definitely, just need to tame the beast, which is the hardest part. So far I can see at the front it's really close. Only 500 a second between Case and the Brabham. Oops. Almost. Nice. showing that the Brabham is definitely not the worst car to grid. Putting very good pace here, and Andrew is third, so it's really another one in the 19 club, so pretty good. And Erik's take just took the first place in the Ferrari, so yeah, Ferrari is probably not the strongest car in any way compared to the others, but it's a very good car overall. So it should be a very good car for most of the tracks. It's good handling. Like, it's not the best one. Brabham is better in the corners. It's not the fastest one because the Eagle has the best top speed. The Lotus has a very good acceleration as well, very good power. But the Ferrari is a very good all-rounder. We in the hands of Erik, and any car would be close to the front, but the Ferrari is pretty good. Oh, it was, yeah, like I said, Michael, when you managed to put a lap together, just joined the 19, like 1 minute 19 club, with the fastest first sector. He's using everything in the second sector somehow, so one full second is to find in the second sector, but if he gets that, he's very much at the top with the other ones. And he's even only 3/10 of P3 currently, so that's really decent time already. And here he goes. 300 of a second faster than Erik. He's finding the lap times earlier than he was in the pre-season, and the lap times he's finding are pretty good. Equal fastest sector, first sector, and fastest third sector of all. So pretty good. I think the other Lotus of the grid, driven by Akashic, is having more troubles. It's currently 3 seconds up the pace, but the gaps have been going up a bit more than what it was in practice, as you have only 4 drivers in 1 second, but it's barely. You already have the top 2, yes, 6th, 10th, and then it's from 4th to say 8th. It's very close. And then you have the big, another big group. Should make for a very interesting race again. I have no fear that we will have something to show up on stream. Some really good battles. it's good time. Good time from that's Mathias. I'm sorry. The way it's shown, it's really hard to know which one it is of the two brothers. Good time from Mathias. With his brothers helping in 119, actually 8 drivers in a sub 120. It's more than half the grid. And then we have the top 3 behind like below 118. Absolute madness. About 6 minutes left in qualifying. Maybe you can stretch that to 7 or 8 with the overtime. Always an up a bit. Can end up quite longer. It depends. Okay, who has done the most laps so far? 5, 10 laps for Erik. 6, 8. 6. Great only for Sketty. 4 now. 8 Vilez. Yes. I'm honestly quite impressed by how many laps everyone is doing in qualifying. When you know there is a 1 hour race that is just about to start right after that. But that's really up to them for trying to bring the best time possible, of course, having the most practice possible before the race happens. Because some files with a big snap of Rossier letting Michael go. I don't know, I always have some struggles to practice during the weeks or between the races. Especially just before the season with the Christmas holidays and everything. So I understand that some really wants to do as many laps before the race as possible. But I don't know, in my case I really just prefer to try my best to practice beforehand, and then I'm just doing whatever just doing whatever like, quality time I can, and just rest a bit before the race happens. But I just less fatigue for the race. Because 1 hour race, like even just the 20-minute short race that we do in postcars, it's quite exhausting. Postcars are really based to drive. Michael going off again, just trying to maximize the line. Oh, can't see it here on the little group. Some little battle going in qualifying in the last corner. It won't help any of the two drivers. Akashic and Anton. So actually, I haven't even spoken about the track. Track is Fuji in Japan. It's the 68 version, 1968, so just 1 year apart from the cars, but that's the track didn't change between the 2 years, so it's really the same thing. It's somewhat similar to the modern track that we know, the modern Fuji, but it's also a lot like different. As you can see, turn 1 it's about the same, even if you can see that the road goes way further. If you keep going, there is like the full circuit, and it's a massive banking, like not like a Daytona banking or anything. It's really just a world apart, and it's just a massive banking that drops down, and that just the radius closes up every the further you go, it just closes up and end up in a very tight right, and then it just goes a bit left, re-accelerating, and you end up about where the you can see going full speed here, and they just rejoins down the road right here. So when you have the same these curbs, P turn 2, actually pretty similar to the modern one. The modern one is more angled instead of a big curve, but about that, just same thing. The bit long corner after that is the same, the long right corner, and same thing for the left that follows. Now it's way more open. It's like all these parts, the line actually are pretty similar, just of course it's a different layout, but it's pretty similar. And instead of very long right corner that they do, that we have right now in this version, it's now more of the start is more of straight, and then you go it's straight and just big braking zone, and instead of very long rights, you just make a little snake going uphill up the corner, and like a multi of late apexes happens. I just came up at the top of the hill and into the start finish straight. So actually overtime, so it's the last lap for about everyone. Erik with the fastest lap. No, Michael gets him for 8,000. Nice one. Michael fast lap. Erik in second place, about almost 5 tenths down his KS. And then you had another 3 tenths to have Skady. If I can have the cars. Skady. I keep forgetting which one is that. Mathias. Mathias is number 9. Okay. Andrew. Mr. Vilez. Marcus. Mathias. You one. The other one, not one of the Swedish brother. And I don't have the rest of the list, but that's quite packed. We are quite of a packed race, packed grid. Once actually the overtime wasn't that long. It worked as intended, which is not that often the case. Yeah, you also do like the variety of flags we have here. Ultimate gears are actually German or I think it's German. Followed by the other Germans, now Swedish. Like that's actually 4 Swedes in in the race, so it's actually pretty insane. Especially as it doesn't really have the an history of racing. mean, not in F1, not that much. Yeah, so we are on the grid. I'll just go. That's 4 wide for the at the front row. Oh, we don't see a lot here. So 4 wide at the front row, and 3, 4, 3, and Anton alone at the back. Next to me, but I shouldn't upgrade. I think we'll just go. I don't press drive. I think it works. That's a detail I need to aspire it for. Or if anyone knows how to make the spectator car not take part of the race, actually. Yeah, here we are. Actually, the 4 different cars in the top 4 again, so there is no best car here. It's just all about the drivers. Yeah, so here we are on the start. 5 left, 5 right, and go, go, go! Okay, not on a perfect. Oh, I actually jumped them all on the thing a bit. Yeah, they had front in the braking. Oh, going way too hard in the braking. Oh, Michael in a 3 wide. Of the other Eagle. The other Eagle had issues as well. Mathias facing backwards. And actually making very good start, already up to 9th place. The 2 brothers had issues at one point. And oh! We've lost someone, Michael. Michael just dropped it in a tight left. Just before the final very, very long right corner. Where does Michael rejoins? Yeah, oh, the car is beaten up already. I mean, he was staying in a sandwich earlier, so we just hope the steering isn't damaged. So first lap done already, and we have KS ahead of Andrew. Bax is actually a P3 ahead of Scary. What happened? That's fine, okay. We have 2 Germans going side by side into turn 1. And actually that's room. Neo stays in the inside, good. And that's a nice move from Neo. We actually lost Erik, and I completely missed that. Both of the 2 drivers that dominated qualifying got issues at the start of the race. They are both very far down. And it's actually, I think it's Marcus in the pits for repairs. That's not something you want to see in the pits after lap 1. Like at the end of lap 1. But yeah, hopefully there's plenty of time to rejoin. I've seen Anton also had pitted. Still in front of Mathias. Mathias had very poor first lap, very not luck. I was facing the wrong way in turn 1, so I really hope that's fine. Okay, I think it's Akashic again trying to make moves. This one will actually cost him a place. He couldn't really accelerate out of the corner in the inside, being not really blocked, but yeah, having cars in a way. And Ultimate Players actually made the pass. But we have behind. Oh, good move. Was trying to put the power down. And Jelko actually stays ahead. Oh, big mistake in the grass from one of the Andersson brothers. That's Mathias. Mathias can't find a way to overtake Jelko, and it's being a big mistake. Doesn't manage to get to make his way forward compared to the others. Can Jelko fight back on Michael? Yeah, no, Michael is breaking so much later. That's very crazy. Let's head back. I actually managed to overtake Ultimate Case again, so I missed that. Actually having a much more enjoyable early race than it was having in qualifying or practice. And yep, I was saying that Mathias Andersson finally managing to overtake Jelko. That's a good one for him. This corner is a big drop down, so you can really unsettle the car very easily. The weight. Oh no, first the driver. Lumbago was doing well. He was closer at rope actually. He had a good first few laps out of any issues. And actually Akashic going into P5. Nice one. With Neo outbraking himself into turn 1, trying to defend against Akashic. And dropping to 8, letting down Erik, who will definitely take that in his way to recover to the top places. Oh, Lumbago's back, so probably just an internet issue. But he'll be back on the race just a bit, a few laps down. Don't know if Trackers worked. Looks like it. And near the front, we still have 2 battles. We have KS and Andrew fighting for the lead. Both drivers actually driving the Brabham, at the underpowered worst car from Andrew's world. Apparently it's not that bad at all. As it's already have a 5-second gap to the rest. That was really close. That was really close in the turn 1. Still side by side. Yeah, it stays ahead for now. And something must have happened. Oh, I actually lost it in a very weird place. Like, that's not really a place when you lose the car usually. That's pretty sad. He was having a good one. Oh, completely offline here to overtake Jelko, and that's probably back to the pits. Yeah, look at the wheel and the steering wheel. It's definitely not going. Oh yeah, the car's quite beaten up. That's right to the pits, I think. So it's back to the lead. Okay, is defending from the inside this time against Andrew the win for the lead. Oh, Mathias in an eagle going going past Jelko in a Brabham. He's white yellow Brabham. And yeah, Lumbago rejoined them. That's really good. Ooh, warning. With Akashic in the pits as expected. And Skelly and Vilez are actually still like 1 second apart. The gap to the lead is not moving that much now, but still 5 to 6 seconds. Still pretty decent, but it can be overturned very easily as well if anything happens between the leaders. And is that that's a good move here in the last corner from Michael. Going ahead, ultimate case. Oh hi Adrian, how are you doing? Yeah, ultimate is not in it's not close enough to manage to fight back. So we have the fastest drivers slowly going back where they belong at the front. It's pretty good. We've had 2 drivers dominated qualifying. Erik and Mathias and Michael. Oh, I'm still very like not loud enough. I can try to make that. Oops. I don't know if why it always goes back here. Okay, we can see if it's better or not. Didn't change that much, but hopefully my mic is a bit better. Yeah. And maybe the right it's also like have weird scratch sounds if I push it more. Yeah, so back to the race, we had 2 drivers that dominated quali, and they had both had issues at the start. The 4x3 grid definitely didn't help them, I guess. But oh, Michael going wide again. Ultimate case of following, and that's a 3 double overtake for Mathias in a Ferrari. And oh, so we still have Case and Andrew at the front of the race, both driving the Brabham very close to each other. Case defending the inside, not letting the room for Andrew. Big locker, but he still managed to brake to slow down. Yeah, Andrew is still I don't know how much faster he is, but actually he can't find a way past. So that's been doing the battle from the start between these 2. Then you have Skelly, who actually made a small mistake because the pass was a bit further down the road until then. So Skelly was nice third. The gap was 5 to 6 seconds, so it just upped by 1 second. With Vilez being the very close 4th place, being the second battle. I'm just checking. Oh, Akashic is having a terrible race right now. He had a very good first few laps. After difficult qualifying in practice, he was up to P5. Enjoying issues for the drivers in and taking opportunities by overtaking a few other drivers in the back racing, and then he made a single mistake that costed them a lot. That's always the issue. He pitted for repairs, but still, I don't know how the car is right now. And actually, we have side-by-side action for P3. Vilez going past Skady. Oh, good one. Oh. Yeah, he's going wide, letting him by, but very good save here. Very nice one to stay on the road. Definitely not an easy task. Seeing how sideways the car was for a moment into a heavy braking zone. Really not easy to get the car going. And yeah, actually Michael dropped down a bit, and biggest battles are at the front of the race. We still have the big battles for P1 and then P3. So, and we have 3 of the 4 cars fighting in there. So. Yeah, here's the moment. It will be a bit difficult for Vilez. We've seen Andrew is a bit stuck, probably behind Case, despite having the same car, has the same engine and top speed, and even the drag, even being like just behind, taking advantage of the car in front isn't enough for Andrew to manage to get by. So Vilez in a Ferrari against Skady in the Eagle. Eagle being the fastest car of the group in a straight line. It's a very hard task for Vilez to get by. So we will need to find a way, probably outside of turn 1, and somehow find a way to keep the advantage into turn 1. And then just make a gap, get away and make a gap. As slowly but surely we have also Erik, Vilez's teammate, that is catching catching Skady and Vilez, trying to get into the battle for P3. And we've seen that in front of the leaders there are some blue flags about to happen. So that's Akashic and Marcus Andersson, both are really good drivers, so they should move out of the way quite nicely. Oh yeah, Vilez made a small mistake, and instantly is going from putting pressure into Skady for the podium into being under pressure by his own teammate. Actually, he's even let his teammate by, so I think he's probably just trying to, like, he understands that Erik is faster and just, okay, go ahead, I'd follow you. Maybe trying to take the advantage of maybe Erik getting by Skady whenever if they manage to catch him, and then taking the opportunity to slide by as well. How are we with the blue flags? Pretty nicely done here. And the gap is still the same between the two leaders, so no changes on that end. And then we have Yeah, Michael, I don't know how damaged the car is because he's trying to get back. Trying to get back to the. Yeah, that would explain why. Somehow he doesn't even lose time to Neo. Just a bit here, but the car is. It looks horrible to drive. Just want to see what it looks like on the straight. Yeah, it's sliding all over the place. Over the top of the hill. It's slightly turning left to go straight, so he has a bit of suspension damage. Hopefully it's not that much. Oh, yeah, we can see it drop down here in the fast right corner. Oh, pushing the gears in a Brabham. Closing up the radius in the final corner and trying to make the best exit possible, because you just like snowball all the way into turn 1, so it's very long, pretty long straight. And after the blue flags, they are still battling with each other. I don't think it makes them a favor to battle each other from this far away. They will score points with the system we have. Every driver that enters the race score points. So every position matters, but they both have the speed, the pace to go further up and catch faster than people's ahead if they don't fight too hard with each other. And I'm seeing a few things, like Michael's dropped again, so the Lotus definitely showing some limits on how hard it is to drive into speed control of it. Look worse than earlier, but it's not a good sign anyway. And second thing I was saying is Vilez has completely dropped behind his teammate, so it's not that he's, or at least the plan of just following his teammate Erik to chase down Skelly is not working as intended. Has he made another mistake, a spin or a half spin anyway, but it's costed him 10 seconds. Maybe not just one mistake, but at least he's like 10-12 seconds behind his teammate now, which is a bit sad considering he was really pushing Skelly for the P3 and then P3 battle. And we're back here with the battle. I think it's Neo just overtaking Ultimate Kaiser here, yeah, correct. The Eagle against the Brabham. Ultimate Kaiser can't really do much here in the straight. Whips and just Neo some internet issues, probably lag or something, just rolled back almost into the Brabham. That could have been pretty bad. We've seen it happen in different leagues. At least they're still on track. Mathias, Neo, and Ultimate Kaiser are closest one on track. Oh, actually, K is making a mistake out of turn 1. Only is suddenly through and in the lead already with the gap. So Case can't fight back instantly. He will have to work for it and catch back the gap. So we will see. And of course, the it changes from being chasing someone to being the chased one. But we will see which one was actually the fastest of the two. If Andrew was, they had really similar pace, but we'll see if Andrew was faster, like really faster, or if it was just based on, or if he was just able to keep up thanks to the slipstream. In this case, already down once, 1 second when it was 1.5. We'll keep an eye on that. And Erik, I think, made a small mistake as well, because he was down to 1 second and suddenly it's 2.5. So it's really a battle of friction with both cars. Like, they are so difficult to drive. And then the track as well is really hard. We've seen it with the different cars we raced. Thinking about, like, we did pre-season of the previous vintage league, but sadly wasn't broadcasted. But we were doing we raced the 2-liter 1967 World Sports car around here, around the full version. So we went straight, instead of the hairpin in turn 1, went the straight drop down, crazy turn 1. Neo going a bit wide, and yeah, he has to let by Mathias. Ultimate Kaiser taking advantage, Axe trying to. No, he can't, sadly, not now. Going around the outside, but doesn't work. Ooh, what happened at the front? Honor actually making big mistake just the moment he get the lead. Like the lap he gets the lead, or the following one. Always the moment when, like, it's been 25 minutes he was following a car, like trying to overtake, pressuring chaos into making a mistake, and the moment Chaos made the mistake and Andrew has the clear view ahead, like, it completely changes. Like, you've been driving behind someone for 25 minutes and suddenly you have no one in front of you. You just need to keep your repair, keep your braking markers, and not change the way you drive it. It's really hard. And but just made a huge mistake, costing him about 9-10 seconds. And he's right behind Skady, but Skady will be hard to overtake because he has Eagle. And Erik is right behind them. So that will make for an interesting battle for the podium, as we have 4 cars fighting for 3 spots. Actually, yeah, 3 cars fighting for 2 spots. With Kez now more in the lead than before his mistake, somehow. And we have... That was actually letting drivers by for the 2nd time. Just behind Marcus, he was battling with, but Marcus is just 1 lap down. So yeah, actually pitted 3 times. I pitted twice since he got lapped, I think. Explain the 1 more lap behind. Oh, Vilez probably made a mistake in turn 1 as well. He was comfortably in P5. Oh, that's really... Yeah, he was really comfortable in P5, like 10, even if he was 15 seconds down. Like, there is a 30 seconds gap between P5 and P4 and P5, so that's really massive. And yeah, just one tiny mistake can cost you so much. very good job from the Ferrari here. Stepping out of the way into turn 1. I'm curious to see how Onru can make it through Skelly. Like Skelly showed that he had quite a similar pace to Case earlier, as the gap was like 5 seconds very early on, but it didn't really move further after that. Like in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, it's only grew up for 2-3 seconds. So yeah, it's really good pace. Onru the best exit out of turn 1, but is that enough to get to the end of the straight, or is the Eagle gonna stretch the leg? Yeah, Eagle is getting back ahead. Onru the brakes and the brakes. Ooh, yeah, he slows car down. Good one. Yeah, I wouldn't expect the Brabham to make us pass an Eagle in turn 1, but here we are. Just switching between these two battles, because we may have another Eagle getting overtaken in a straight line. And by trying to make the exact same move, making the car slow. Mathias actually getting a good exit around the outside. So Vilez now on the outside couldn't take the inside line, but then turns right in a very long right, so Vilez finally made the move. He's finally ahead, so it's just one more position to get back to where he was before the mistake. And position is just 2 seconds ahead, so it's not very far. And his teammate actually doing about to do the same thing on Skelly. Yeah, exact same one. More like similar to what Onru did. Like Skelly can't really battle at the exit of the corner. So from 7th place to 4th place in 2 laps. But nothing's done yet. What's in the gaps are. As we see here, Mathias is fighting back on Vilez and overtaking him back, so just returning the favor. Nothing's done here. Behind them we have a little bit camera race for now, but they were in a big battle early on. Ultimate Kaiser, Neo. Even Yelko was in a big one earlier. So doing fine. Like the last of the non-Peters. But doing a good job. Just staying out of troubles is exactly what he needs to do. He doesn't have the massive pace, but as long as he keeps the car on track, he's going to punch above his weight and beat faster drivers. Back into the battle for the two fights again, very close. Going back at it again, straight line. This also need to remember that there is Mathias just ahead of us, of them. The other Mathias. So actually we could have the 2 Mathias fighting for, against each other if they manage to catch up. if Mathias and Vilez manage to catch up to Mathias Andersson. But for that they would need to not fight that much each other. Yeah, meanwhile, as I say that, they go completely wild in final corner. Oh, not the best exit I think for us. Maybe Mathias can get in. Yep, Mathias gets by. Ooh, actually, back. Yep, Anton getting lapped. I think it just then slow down a bit. Mathias Andersson. And also something that saying here, Marcus Andersson, the brother, is actually not that far away from the leaders after being lapped. Akashic is still just behind him, so both of them have pace. Just really unfortunate that they encountered issues earlier, especially for Marcus Andersson, who completely was one of the few that needed to pit in lap 1. Because we're seeing Jelko completely out of the way for KS for the lead. Very nice one. And suddenly we have a 3-way battle for P5. And Scary dropping a bit down, we are more with a 2-way battle for P2 now. So maybe Scary is settling for P4 finish, which is still pretty good result. And we're going to defend against Erik. Big slide out of the outside. Oops, small contact. Everything's fine. And yeah, Marcus Andersson has been completely caught by Vilez and Mathias. So Vilez going for the move after better exit, and finally, like 10-15 minutes after the big mistake that costed him the P5, he's back in P5 with a good one. Let's get back to Andrew and Erik completely putting on a show as well on their side. I think they just slightly lost some time to KS, but just pushing each other early on. They were catching a bit. It's better exit this time for Erik, but it doesn't cover the inside, so Andrew gets back. No, Andrew doesn't stop the car in time, so that's moved on and already some gap. So somehow Erik is through and already clear, so maybe Andrew just overfighting doesn't let him have a chance of responding to Erik. Maybe too much pressure from the Swede. And Mathias in the Eagle getting past the Mathias in the Ferrari. From P5 to P7 for the Swede in the Ferrari. And the battle continues with the two in front. And I would be surprised if we completely dropped now. After being in this space for so long, we'll for sure want to get back to P5. Yeah, we can see the up and downs much more than in the TV cam. This very long corner that just never ends, and the radius closes up at the end. You can't see the apex with the rise, and that's an eagle in the mirrors. Mistake out of the last corner, going too wide and sliding on the grass. Oh no. Akashic, what have you done? 4th pit stop. And he's somehow still the best Lotus of the day, with Michael having to lead and rejoin. And yeah, back somehow when we thought the battle for near the top was pretty much gone and dusted, we greeted back with a mistake from Erik, allowing Andrew to get back another chance to fight. Not making the same mistake as he did early on, going to outbraking himself into turn 1. That's very nice livery here. So we have a battle for P2 again, and I'm saying price dropped again. Oh no, what have you done? Ooh. Mathias and Eagle dropped it. Went out of the last corner again. Oh, that's massive damage. Look how much he's steering left to go straight. Oh no, that's a shame. From P6 to the pits, and there's already a Lotus here, and it's not actually, it's Michael. Oh, that will cost him a lot, and I think one of the biggest winners of it all is Neo. Because Neo getting a free position from Mathias dropping, and with the mistakes going on, is Andrew, that's not how you would take. Good save from Erik. Oh wow, very good save here. I think Neo is in a good position. He's only 3 seconds down on Vilez, with himself 3 seconds down on Mathias Andersson. So that's a top 5 possible. If he just keeps driving like he's doing. And yeah, we've just managed to code the overtake attempt from Onru, but he overshot it a bit and tapped the rear wheel of Erik, who somehow managed to save it. And just they go up the hill again. Yeah, of course. Just taken recently, I think, from Marcus. Back to battle. Erik letting Onru get the inside again. So he's really happy to defend with the outer line into turn 1. So as long as it works, it's perfectly fine. It just opens up for potential contact if Onru makes the same mistake again. And if it happens, it will just open the door completely for Skelly to get a podium, because he hasn't dropped very far from them. He's been very solidly anchored, just 1.5 seconds down currently. So this time Onru seems to be a bit further, but it's getting a good exit again. So maybe Slipstream will be oh, sparks. Yeah, too far for an attempt this time, and just jump to the leader of the race, as Ferrari getting completely out of the way. That's a good blue flag, I guess. Yes, with now being completely free of pressure, 8 seconds gap. I mean, he still needs to keep pushing, because you never know, one mistake can cost more than 8 seconds, as we've seen. You can easily lose 9 to 10 seconds with a spin. And we've seen many people going there with multiple places where you can go make mistakes. So you really don't want to. You want the biggest gap you can have. Always the same spot for the sparks with the Ferraris. I don't know what they changed. they messed up a bit with the car, like files making deliveries, but oh, Onru being a bit blocked here by the back marker. Don't think it lost that much, but that's still a bit. Still never want that. It's more of a distraction than anything. We're saying Mathias fighting fights again for P5. And as they fight, Neo is also getting closer. The battle for P5 is lighting up again. And actually I haven't checked, but the other Mathias had another pit stop since completely dropped. He dropped 2 laps from the lead, so that's quite massive losses. Let's watch from the piece of art about the Ferrari exhaust. So we have three-way battle here, two Ferraris and an Eagle. Getting you back in the TV cameras not to get dizzy with the all the elevation changes, the bumps. It's like nice. I think it's fine. Hey, close enough to make something in the. You can say how hard it is to find braking, like know where to brake here, because there is pretty much nothing going into turn 1. Like it's just so wide, and you have nothing to tell you when to brake and when to turn. If you're waiting to see the corner or waiting to see the cones, it's too late. Going for lap again. This section is about the same as it still is now. The modern version here takes more straightened approach, going further, like straighter here, and big braking down the line, and making some S's on the right side here, going back and forth and turning right again at the top of the hill. We start the straights about here as it is. Like I said, gas dropped about a second to Erik, who ever Gas made a mistake or Erik decided to put the hammer down. Because suddenly the gap between Erik and Andrew is 3 seconds and Skady is 6 seconds further, so when both of them were pretty close, Skady 1.5 seconds down. It's now about 8 seconds between the three of them, so it's the gap grew up quite a lot in not a lot of time. And the gap to Chaos between the first two runners is dropping quite considerably. And Neo made a mistake. He was just behind Vilez and is now 12 seconds down, almost back into Ultimate Chaos' path. Who himself is about to get lapped from Chaos, the race leader. Sorry. About to lap another one. For now we still have the top 8 in the lead lap, but that's probably about to change. Ooh, big lockup again. I really don't know how these tires are holding up after all these big lockups we've seen. Like the first half of the race was a big battle between Chaos and Andrew, and we've seen multiple massive lockups from Chaos, and that good one from Ultimate Chaos that just goes wide to let him by. The gap is really 6 seconds now, so it's dropping, but it shouldn't be an issue with 7 minutes down, 7 minutes left to go. That's probably like 5 laps, something like that. Or 4 laps maybe. It's a massive block up ahead as well, probably, I think it's Neo ahead. Yep, correct, that is Neo down the road. Let's take a... How is the car? I think it looks pretty good, so it should have been completely patched up, completely repaired after 2 repairs for Mathias. Further down we have Akashic with 4 pit stops, the most of anyone. That's him 3 laps down. We have Anton with 2 pits for almost 4.5 laps. Followed somehow not that far. Michael 16 seconds down, and just 2 seconds behind that is Lumbago. I think both drivers had to leave and rejoin the server at one point. Lumbago surely did. Can't remember if Michael did or not. But yeah, even a few laps down, almost like there are battles possible, and big points for everyone that managed to finish the race, or at least make most of it. And just taking as well, Vielko is the last one that didn't make a pit stop. The nice yellow Brabham. Steering seems straight about. I don't think he made a mistake, so it's pretty good. Managed to stay on track. Widely different from the leaders into turn 1, but that's as normal considering how difficult the cars are to drive. And even the difference of state of the cars between Jelko and Michael. Smashed the car again, and look at how difficult the car is to drive. And they will lapped once more. Yeah, the car is gone. 3.5 more minutes to survive, but the car is gone. Like, I don't think it will be repairable after the race. Just probably bin it and build another one. It will be better for, like, cheaper from Lotus to just build another car instead of repairing this one. But yeah, again, the Lotus drivers are having a very difficult time. That was probably Michael going into the pits. Yep, correct. For the third time, I think. So definitely the most pit stops are coming from the Lotus drivers. And it's not because they can't drive, it's just the car is much more difficult to drive on the edge. We've seen Michael managing to get the drive at the edge in qualifying, like getting on the front row. But we've seen that the race is something else, and you just need to be able to keep a solid pace consistently, instead of just being able to put one incredible lap every 10 laps. And I think so far that's a bit of the issue with the Lotuses. And back now with the battles for the P5 again. This one has been a battle that has been keeping us on really on the toes. Watch. into braking zone. 5 minutes line. Already ahead. Sliding a bit, but that's a move done. Better exit from Mathias though. But yeah, not enough. Vilez is able to close the door. And with 1 minute left, we will start the final lap soon. I think it's not the final lap. Could have one last one. Neo being lapped just now. He almost made it. Almost made it to the end without being lapped. So it's only the top 6. Which is not really surprised, but pretty normal considering how good the cars are. Ooh. Happened to Jelko. Doesn't run out of fuel. Oh no, I think he ran out of fuel. Wait, no? Looks like it's some issues. Oh, the race is finished just now. We have case. I better hope for Jelko that he finished the race. Yeah, everyone crashing down. We'll follow the last battle at the end. I was just slightly ahead of Mathias. And oh, a bit wide on the cross. You really don't want to make a mistake in the last corner of the last lap. Mathias pushing the limit again for the final time. But hey, they are P5 for Vilez, P6 for Mathias. Oh, what a race! That was pretty solid. Okay. I just always show up here. Wow, good race. Okay, let's see. Yay, I think it works. So actually, what was the final standings? Do that. Yes. So we'll go with Andrew. How do I... Oops. Wait, how do I bring someone in?
I'm in, I believe.
Yes, thank you. Wait, do we hear you at the
Test.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yes. Yay, we have an interview. Good. Okay, so how was your race? E3 in the underpowered worst car of the grid.
Yeah, just a heroic performance, really, wasn't it?
It's really good. Actually, your battle with Case for the first like 35 minutes, pretty impressive. The
That's
moment
really fun.
The moment you push you pushed him to make a mistake. The moment he made a mistake, you made one as well. What happened?
Yeah. Just after the like the penultimate corner where you go for that massive jump, I went a bit wide on the exit, dipped my tyres into the grass and then overcorrected into the wall. I was lucky to get away without any steering damage.
Okay. Yeah, I was just
Big choke.
I was just saying that after driving like for 25-30 minutes behind one car being so close, it just changes so much when you suddenly have the free view. Do you think it's what caused the issue, or just a mistake that could have happened anyway?
Yeah, I suppose it's you know, you don't have someone ahead of you to chase, if you lose a bit of concentration, and that's all it takes at this track and this car.
Yeah, I think so.
Lapse of concentration, drift a bit too wide, and then overcorrect.
Okay.
It definitely cost me. Yeah, it's really. It wasn't. I was just like drifting wide. I just wasn't paying attention. It definitely cost me P2. It may be the race win. I would have been fighting with Chaos, definitely.
Yeah, the gap has been dropping at the end a bit, but you definitely provided like the show with the first half with Chaos and then with Erik and Sketty.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really nice. I was almost amazed that you managed to overtake Sketty in a straight at turn 1.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like
I'm watching it on the replay now.
Yeah, considering
I get the bare Rex out of the final corner.
Considering you couldn't get by KS, managing to get by Sketty with the Eagle with the best top speed was pretty good, pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's definitely my best moment of the race. Really, really late on the brakes. Oh, just managed to stop it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I will go through the other drivers a bit.
Yeah, make sure to ask Erik about the hairpin on lap 1.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, speak to you later, mate.
Thank you, see you. Now the question is, how do I bring another one here? Yay!
Hello.
Wait, not everyone. Do I have Erik? Everyone jumped in now. Erik, you managed to get back like from a pretty poor turn 1, like lap 1. What happened actually? I don't think I've seen what happened in lap 1.
Actually, in T1 lap 1 after the start, I think Sketty was like ahead of me, and he was going like a little wide, and I kind of followed him. But I think mine wasn't that bad. I just had a bad exit out of T1 and lost a couple of positions. And then later on T1, I was hit from behind and lost quite a few positions. But after that, I had a solid race. My car was okay, and I was just after that it was pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely had a solid comeback. Even like dropping like a really big battle with Sketty and Andrew at one point in the race as well. And you managed to get by everyone and even cut the gap to KS to barely nothing at the end. Pretty impressive performance here.
Yeah, my case had like the first half of the race we had like pretty much the same pace. Like I don't think it was like 10 seconds for like forever.
Yeah.
But then in the end, where I when I got in clean air, I kind of find a really good rhythm. I was like managed to like consistently do like high 18s, I think, almost. And so maybe if the race was like 2-3 laps longer, maybe I could have had a shot. But yeah, that's how it is.
As if 44 laps wasn't enough already. Yeah, well, thank you very much for the show as well, Erik. Very good recovery, good P2 for today.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Red.
See you. And finally, KS just coming back after like some time away and just straight with a bang.
Yeah, I guess I was not really going with any expectations, honestly, because I started pretty late with practicing, but I somehow nailed the setup. I was only focusing on the race pace,
Okay.
all the practice. So it really helped me to set up optimally.
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, you qualified third, which is already pretty good, and just took the lead from the start. Had an awesome battle with Andrew for the first half of the race, and somehow the mistake you made opened the gap, with Andrew making a bigger mistake just after that, and the rest was just. Were you pushing for the second half, or were you just managing the gap?
Well, I was pushing at the start, keeping the Andrew behind of me, but yeah, it's definitely harder to drive in front, because instantly when I did the mistake, I instantly catched a bit of time to Andrew before he made the crucial mistake.
I mean, yeah, you had you definitely managed the gap after that, after making the just managing to keep Andrew behind with all the pressure he puts down. I just want to know, because I wasn't watching at the end, because that was a big battle for P5. What happened to the gap? Like, you had 8 seconds, and in the last few laps it just dropped to 2 or 3 seconds.
Well, I just think it's a bit of a car difference once Erik got into clean air, because I was still doing similar lap times as early in the race. But last 2 laps I was going bit extra slower, because I didn't want to do the extra lap.
Yeah, yeah. I was running like I thought you were going to do 45 laps, but I think you crossed with
that's
like.
Why I slowed down at the end, so I definitely lost 2 seconds there.
Yeah, that explained the sudden gap at the end.
Yeah.
Well, very big congrats for the win.
Yep, thank you.
I'm just gonna ask. Akashic if he wants to make a small interview, because he was in a waiting room earlier, and after that it will be good for today. Yay.
Hello.
Oh, what a what a roller coaster today, Akashic.
Yeah, don't mention it. It has been eventful, let's put it that way. I joined very late in practice, couldn't practice before. I had no idea how to actually tune the setup, and frankly, I only managed to actually race thanks to Michael. He shared the setup with me, and I owe him for that. It has been an amazing help, but frankly, didn't combat my skill issue.
Yeah, I was running. I was a bit saying that at one point, with like the cars are really hard to drive, especially the Lotus, and with the Christmas holidays, some people couldn't really practice before the league starts properly, and I was wondering if you had managed to work a bit on the setup with Michael or not, and it's a bit of played of like a dangerous game to take a setup from another driver if you don't have the same driving style. And we've seen Michael is very aggressive driver in the way he drives. So do you think his setup helps you, or it's more dangerous than anything?
His setup definitely helped me. Sadly, I could have qualified a lot better if the game actually applied his setup. It didn't, and when I went into the race, or when qualifying ended, I noticed that. So I went into the race with a different setup. It helped me a lot. It was
Yeah.
a lot more stable. I could actually attack corners instead of just waiting for them to go past me.
Mhm.
And but having just to learn the car was incredibly difficult, and I got very unlucky in my accidents that I always got heavy damage on
Yeah.
my suspension, so I had to pit for damage as I was crabbing all the time. So I couldn't really do a lot besides just, getting it over with. I do hope that next race will be better with this setup. I'm not going to change anything and just go with it because it's really nice to drive, but I don't have a lot of hopes for this league.
Okay, yeah, it's really. I noticed that you had qualified like 12. 12. During the race, you climbed up to P5 actually, making the best out of mistakes from others and just taking beautiful opportunities to overtake people in a big pack in the midfield. And yeah, you were doing very good for the first 10-15 minutes, and then just started to drop down like one mistake, and suddenly you need to pit for massive repairs, as you said, which is really a shame, especially with the start you had. But yeah, hopefully, I think you managed to be the one with the most pits today. I don't know if
Yay.
it's I don't know if it's something that we can share on.
Do I get extra points? I want extra points. 1 point for each pit stop.
one point for each pit stop, but actually worth 4 points. It's quite a lot. But no, actually, yeah. I hope you will get better time in the next races. We all know that this version of Fuji is more difficult than it looks, because it's not a long lap, but it's very bumpy. You have to be very close to dirt multiple times in a lap.
Yeah.
So
And if the tires just go, you just slide outwards, and then there's a wall pretty quickly.
Sorry, what?
If I slide out and the tires just sometimes lose grip,
Yep.
you just go sideways. There's not a lot you can do besides, just waiting for the wall to catch you.
Yeah.
And I do hope that next race, remind me, what's on the calendar next week?
I'm checking because I forgot. Montreal. Yeah, good luck with that. Montreal is like a Monaco but faster.
Yeah, I will definitely practice.
The good thing is you can't slide on the
yeah, I will
grass
practice
because
a lot
there is no
more.
grass.
So basically, I already won.
Yeah.
If I can't crash out onto grass, I can only win, I mean, my pace improved a lot over the race. I think my best lap was a 19.3, which is, if you ask me, pretty decent.
You actually improved by like 2 seconds between qualifying and race, so that just shows the setup, the confidence that you gain during the race, and just what practice makes with such difficult cars to drive.
Yeah, so practice is definitely the way to go.
I think so. But yeah, very good luck for next race, and we'll see how it goes. Would be a pleasure to see the Lotuses forward, like more at the front next race and onward.
I will do my very best because I don't want to lose any more elo. I lost 10 elo.
Yeah, sorry for that.
How dare you? Right, I in that case will have a look at the replay and wish you a good night and good happy rest of the stream.
Yep, thank you very much. See you.
See ya.
So that was the end of the stream for tonight. Pretty good one, big battles. So we will see you next week for round 2 around Montreal, straight circuit at Barcelona in Spain. Should be interesting. Another very difficult circuit. It's sort of like a Monaco styled. I mean, straight circuit. You just don't have any room. any room for mistake. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks everyone, and see you next week. I mean, see you Saturday for Pirates stream for the league round 1 LMP2s. So be there. Bye.